Now can you hear me? Huh? Hey, which color are you? Red? Okay, so you can hear me?
I can hear you loud.
Oh, now I can hear you too. Okay. Hope we're not too loud for the audience. Mr. Riser will be doing play-by-play here. Oh, you're on. Can you hear me? I can. Oh, very well. Thanks. Thank you for the cookies, by the way. What makes you think they're for you? They were on my mic. Yeah, I got a big box today, so. Did I tell you Jake is coming? Yeah. Good. Supposedly. I don't know, does he have... He's got basketball practice? Yeah, he had basketball practice, and then he'll probably go home and eat. I don't even know what our record is. Oh, I've got that here. We lost to rugby. We lost to rugby twice. We lost to him twice in the bottom of the tournament. So no, we beat him the second time in the championship. Okay, we lost 2 sets in the bottom of the tournament. That counts as one game, doesn't it? Yeah. Clean up this rat's nest up here. It's been a while since you've been up here. Well, it was that bad when I was up here before too. But are you doing other schools as well, or just us? No, I'll be doing all the Central Cast, so I won't be here all that often. Oh, really? And are you doing just our football? Are you doing football home? No, yeah. So next Friday, there's only 2 more left. Oh, I know that, but yeah, I'll be doing the 2 football games. Or Tammy, wait. This Friday, it'll probably be Tammy by herself. That's good. She's good. Football, I don't have all the graphics for football, so you just turn on the computer and run the camera. So. Give her a mic, she can announce. She was just telling me she didn't like to do that. We can bump her pay up a couple more cookies. Going on YouTube, the picture quality is so much better than what the Cube had last year. When I was in Fargo last year, that thing was freezing up constantly. You know, that's why they went under. They weren't putting enough money into it. So what do you have to pay for this? Nothing. Good. But I was watching at home, and I put the quality up to 1080p, and man, it just looked as clear as could be. And you know, on the Cube last year, when it was working, it didn't look that good. So I've got Grafton defeating Drayton 3-2.
That was closer than I would have expected.
And the last game was 15-13, so getting pretty close to beating Grafton. The only other thing that I see on here is Dakota Prairie against them, but there was no score listed for that. Well, they might have had a tournament here.
When was that game?
Grafton?
Grafton.
Must have been like last Thursday here. I've already gone past it.
Our word on the street tonight is that we're going to shake things up just a little bit, play people in a couple of different spots. Do some experimentation, I think. Non-conference game, it's all right.
Couldn't find a logo for Drayton Valley Edinburgh, so could only use the Valley Edinburgh logo.
Oh, really?
Okay, anybody watching tonight, please subscribe to our channel, even if you aren't going to look at it. Help us out. Once we get to 100, we can use our own URL, where it'll be much easier to find than searching for North Star Bearcats volleyball. So subscribe to our YouTube volleyball channel if you would. We need to get up to 100 viewers before they'll let us create that URL that you see down at the bottom. You just have to type in youtube.com/NSVB. There's the season schedule up on the... That guy a little too fast. Had the tournament win, moving to rugby in that first round, and then beating St. John, Harvey Wells County, Botno, and then matching up with rugby again in the championship and winning that 2-1. And then a couple days later, they go to rugby and lose in 3 straight.
Hey, we've got to welcome Jacob Hoger to the booth today. He's our color expert. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. That should be exciting. That's good. So we're about to announce the starting lineups here for tonight's game against the Drayton Valley Edinburgh and the North Star Bearcats. Right after the national anthem. Mr. Hager plays a great national anthem, doesn't he? He does a heck of a job. I'm going to ask our technician guy down there. Should the sound be nice and clear also? Should it be? Yeah. Because my sister says that the sound is garbled, but the video is great.
That's the trouble. I mean, to me, it sounds great. My headphone sounds fantastic.
Well, she'll just have to watch.
Well,
it's just my sister. It's okay. Welcome, Manhattan, Kansas, to North Dakota. I think it's probably the flood that has caused the problem. Here we go. For the Great Valley Edinburgh volleyball team, we have number 9, Bailey Phelps. She's a senior setter. Madison Phelps, number 10. She's a senior setter. Number 3, Emily Riley. She's an outside hitter. Lost it. Hello? Oh, there we go. Just lost it. Emily Riley, number 3, an outside hitter. Kaylee Pastor, number 6, another outside hitter. And Maria Murdahl, number 13, middle hitter. And the libero, Casey Stegman, the sophomore, number 7. Oh, she's not the libero. I thought the libero came out. One of them's playing. Oh, it is. Oh, we'll be a non-stop. Madison Peters is a non-starter. Now she's sitting on the bench with her dress clothes on. She has a little back problem, I understand. She was hurt most of the summer, I think, with something. I'm not even sure what it was, but I know that she was. I guess it's not working well. Maya Halverson, senior 5'5", middle hitter. Alexis Wagner, number 14, setter. Another senior. He slaughtered Heather. Kayla Nyhager. Outside hit. And a senior, Jasmine Heiser, number 1. Outside hit. And Olivia Riser, number 3, another junior. She'll be a setter. And Danielle Hager. Freshman, 5'8", middle hitter. Aubrey Page and Jenny Swanson, head coaches. Tonight's referees for this match are Megan Laundrie and Renee Allen. Well, Jake, I hope I can get the names right because I normally can't. Yeah, good luck. I don't have a program, so it's on you. No, it's all you. Just throw anything in there that you'd like. That's what happens when you show up late. You don't get a program. Yeah, I only got one now. Now I don't have an excuse. How's school been going and stuff like that? It's going. We're almost 3 weeks. Closer to summer vacation than when we started. Closer to retirement. How have the girls been playing? I haven't got to see them play yet this year. Actually, pretty decent. They went into rugby the other night last week, and they really struggled. They beat rugby in the bottom tournament for the championship. So rugby came out stomping and really wanted to show them that they are the best. But they're a good bunch of athletes, that rugby bunch. I mean, that basketball, I reffed them in the summer in the scrimmage, and they just always have athlete after athlete after athlete. They just throw at you and just jump out of the gym. And they're 3 sport athletes. Yes. Yeah, they don't just do one sport. They play basketball, volleyball, and track usually, it seems like. Yeah. And they succeed at all 3 of them. All of them, yeah. So here we go. Number 10 is going to serve for the DVE Titans, I think they're called. Alexis Porter with a tip over by Halverson. Sept to number 7, that's the tight tip. Daniel Hager sends it deep. Another tip, Olivia Riser to Wagner. Maya Halverson with the tip, and we have a net violation, so point North Star. Pretty good volley to start off, though. Like, the team's playing decent defense in the right spots. Halverson with a good serve.
Number 9 to punch over. Nyhagen now. Riser sets up Heiser way out of bounds, but got it over. And that slam is way out of bounds.
Just get around. I know Witten Valley had a decent basketball team last year. I remember watching them up in Starkweather. Yeah. And I know they graduated a couple of taller. I mean, I remember in basketball they had about 3 6'3" girls, it felt like. And I wonder if they all graduated or if they still have one.
You know what?
Right,
I think
like in the middle.
I think you're right. I think they're gone.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, one made it to Lions All-Star game even. Yes, cannot remember her name, but
Taylor. I know it's Taylor from track, the high jumper.
Oh, we got that part.
DVE scoring, serving out 2-1. Hegler with a blast off the arm. Serving it out of bounds.
That was a good setup right there. For the Bearcats, for sure.
Absolutely. Heister now. She's got a mean serve to try and hit. Riser with the big. Alexis Wagner. Hegler. There's another point.
Good defense there to set up to start the offense. Just sitting in the right spot at the right time, it seems like.
Heister. Oh, that was misplayed by number 10. We'll take the kill.
Take them anywhere you can get them.
And that's it on the line. What a serve by Heister. 6-1 now.
Give credit to the line. Give credit to the line judge for hanging in there. Actually got hit in the face.
That's why they pay him so much. Yeah. That's a little tip to Nyhagen over the risers. He's going to set up Nyhagen again. And that's blocked at the net by number 13. Murdaugh. This time is in front of Roger Shorts. Got an ace.
Good serve there.
We had a good number 3 to move a little bit. I can be hard on her.
That's true.
This time she passes up to Nyhagen. Hegler over. Oh, that's a kill. I should be counting those kills though.
I'll figure it out downstairs.
And the 9 pushes it over. Alexis Wagner rides. Now sets up Hegler. That's off the arms, but dug up nice. Oh, that's a lift. Pretty good sound off those arms.
Yes, it was. You don't see that called very often anymore.
No, these two refs will call that. They're good at that.
Yes.
The lift and the double hit.
Yeah, it seems like that's just kind of a lost call. The more and more I've watched volleyball lately.
Kind of like traveling in basketball.
Yes. Very, very rarely called.
Hegler is up to Riser. Back to Hegler. That's dug out nicely.
Good play there.
Block up the net. Killed by Hegler. Wagner back to serve out 93. Oh, we do have a score up. Good tip. Nyhagen. Oh, not quite enough for the ball.
Yeah, I got a new device that sticks into the scoreboard down front to close the score. Yeah, automatically. Don't have to worry about that. Getting that running myself.
Riser now to Hegler. And that was long.
I think they were hoping for a tip there. Touch shot the net, but didn't get it. Oh, now they're checking.
Okay. I thought it was out.
I think they were checking for a tip at the net.
Yeah, I thought that had been...
I thought it looked... From up here it looked, I think we have a better angle though than... That one wasn't.
Well, that one wasn't tipped.
No doubt about that one. A little long there.
But I've noticed about Danielle, sometimes she'll have a couple of errors and volleyball is a game of errors. And then she gets angry. And then look out. Sept this time to number 9. Number 3 finds a spot for the kill.
They got that a little comfortable lead there, and all you have to do is striking back here quickly with a little 4-0 run.
Yeah. And it happens so fast.
Yes.
Rise of the head, there's a kill. Oh, that was a beautiful dig there by the libero. Not Hagen this time, that's long.
We're going to beat the number 13. Miriam Nigel is kind of playing a factor with being 6'1" and the long arms. Definitely have to hit over her, and that got struggling a little bit with it.
Alderson with the dig. Free ball over by Hagen. Set over to Riley. Nice sir. Peters, Alderson. There's a tip down inside for the kill. Stigman. They're not going to go away. No way on that. Alderson blocked nicely. That's over, and tip down. Dug up by Horizon. Oh, but couldn't be saved.
Quick play there. The ball didn't get past the 10-foot line, I don't think, on either end.
No. And we have a timeout by the Bearcats, and the score tied.
A pretty entertaining first action, I'd say. Both teams kind of went on a game of little runs.
Yeah. They're hitting spots.
Yeah, they're definitely, they're putting the ball where they need to put it for sure. I don't think, there's been a few errors, I think, long on us, and they started off a little shaky, but I think for the most part there has been a lot of kills where you can't really fault anybody. It's just shots.
And you know, sometimes you'll hit the ball with your fist or something, and the others just don't expect you to be hitting it, and they think it's going to hit the floor.
Yes. And so often you see a miss hit that goes for a score.
Right.
Or they hit it off the side of their arm, and it goes where nobody is, and you tip your hat and move on, I suppose.
Leg over to Alderson. That's dug nicely by the libero. Alderson again. That's blocked at the net. Saved by Hagelin. Tipped back across. Barely blocked by Reiser, but Wagner couldn't quite get there. Jake, is your sister watching this?
I don't know if she is or not. I know Stephanie was watching it. I was trying to watch it. I don't know if she...
Tell them to send you a text to see what their audio is like. Right? Well, you don't have to tell them. I guess I'll tell them right here.
Yeah, you can tell them.
Stephanie or
Sarah might be listening.
If you're listening, send Jake a text if you're having, of course, if you can't hear it, you can't really say Paul either. I don't know, it appears to me like we're a little bit sluggish and not moving very well.
No, kind of, we haven't been hitting it too hard. It just seems like there's been some soft ones that we just aren't moving our feet and not prepared for almost. And now we find ourselves down 2.
That was a good pass, up, tip. Oh, we got him at that time. Number 3, Riley got in the net.
Says though she can hear us for the most part. The gym noise is pretty loud though.
There's a little tip. Wagner got that one. Set to Halverson.
A little long, but we have a net violation again. Number 7.
The sound meter on the mixer here is up into the red, so that's not good, but on the computer it's not anywhere close to the red, so I'm not sure that's...
Stephanie said it's rough, staticky. She can understand what we're saying, but not easily. The Bearcats find now we're coming back again. We're starting to move around a little bit, playing a little bit of volleyball. A couple mistakes on their part getting in the net to help us on a little run here. Right. And Higgins been serving well. Yes. Substitution to probably try to stop a little momentum here just to change things up. Little tip by number 11. Wagner off the heister. There's a good kill. That was a very good shot by Alexis Wagner right there. Excellent. Nice shot by Jasmine to put it down. I don't know. I would believe it starts with the pass. Trying out this new sub number 2 here. Twice now. Wagner sets up Halverson again. Dubbed nicely by number 2. Number 9 3 balls it over. Wagner, let's see if she can go back roll set. Everybody's moving well now. Tip over by Wagner. And they got lost. They got tangled up and lost. You gotta like that for both of them going after the ball. Absolutely about that. Yeah, both going after the ball. That's important. You gotta have that another way where they both look at each other at the end and say, what do you do? What you see quite often too. Allison just found a high stick. She tips it across. Oh, and that's what I was hoping I was doing. Close, good look. Got the close to the net though for a tough pass by them. Yeah, that was a nice little shot by Jasmine there. And now they bring in Grayson Miller, freshman. So. And that attempt is missed into the net. Sept this time by Risey to Halverson. Oh, almost. Now Hagen with a good dig. Heister with a slam left for a kill. Nice shot by Jasmine there, but Grace Cates has really played well for Dayton Valley Edinburgh. She's really dug up a lot of balls in the back row there. There's another. Wow. It's almost everything. And a kill right there. And a hit. Don't see that. Partially blocked, eh? Deep into Nyhagen. Hager up the high serve. Another big. What a volley. Back row set this time to Hager. You see the new school camera doesn't focus very well when we zoom in. Yeah. Well, it takes a second or two. And the instant replays are a little jerky for some reason. So we came out slow, but now we're playing good volleyball. We're moving well, getting some good hits. I'm very impressed with this gal, Kurtz. She's done some nice things out of the back row. Yeah, she's played really well for them, I'd say. Their bright spot for sure right now is she's dug up everything. Seems like anything in her area she is definitely getting to. Bearcats, yeah, it seemed like like you said earlier, they were a little sluggish to start. They aren't moving as well, and now all of a sudden they start moving. They find themselves in some volleys, and yeah, volleys and volleyball. Well, I take the ping pong approach where make the other team make a mistake, and you find yourself on top most of the time. But you gotta hang in there for that one usually. Good.
I think that one was just misplayed. They try to hit it with their one arm. I just don't understand that sometimes.
I never understood that. It's like catching a fly ball in baseball with one hand.
They go up to Heiser this time. Heiser sends it across. Let's see what we get out of this. Halverson back to it. Hager. That was tipped to the net. Should have got that bake. Had it not been tipped, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It tipped the bakery card from the middle there.
I see with the kill at 10.
Oh, I hit the ground.
Well, I thought I'd hit the ground, but I didn't see a call yet.
23-14, yeah. Bearcats have really turned around. I think they were up. Yeah, they were up 13 to 12, I think, or something like that was their first lead, and now look at the score, 23-14.
And there's another one.
That's what kind of started our run. They found themselves in the net 2 times, back-to-back times, then all of a sudden we were serving, and I don't know if they've seen it back. I think Olivia's been serving for a while now.
And that was into the net for the game. The set, excuse me. So the first set goes to the Bearcats on some hustle. They started out a little slow. They got a little bit better. And then they started to pour it on a little bit better and better and better.
That's that one to the Bearcats. Definitely. It was a different game than we usually see. Bearcats started up, I think, 9-3. Then they end up losing the lead about 13-12 and then win 25-14. Yeah. Some game of runs. Talk about a game of runs right there. Usually we see some back and forth.
Yep. And that's volleyball. So, who's making the mistakes?
Who the Bearcats have next? I don't even know. You know, I think this is
next Tuesday. Yep.
Is that here?
That's here in Camden.
They're usually pretty good, right?
Our team's usually pretty good.
Yep. Or they have been in the past, I know.
They're out of lineup. They have a lot to choose from. A lot to recruit from. I always tend to say that, yeah. I always think there should be a 3-class system.
They talked about that for a little while, I know.
Do you want to hear? I won't say my 3-class system on air.
Well, have you seen any 6-man football scores? I haven't seen any lately, but I have not. It must be going all right if they've added a few teams I know this year. I think there was, a 4-team trial last year, and now I think they're up to 8 teams this year or something.
But boy, oh boy, do they have to travel a long distance.
Yes, crazy.
You know, they can all get in one car, though. A car and trailer. Suburban and a trailer.
That is the truth.
Yeah. I just wonder, why don't they go 7-man? I mean, that would just seem to me to...
Can you go 11, 9, might as well go 7 instead of 6. But they shortened up the field quite a bit, I think.
Some of the Nebraska Go Big Red greats have come out of 6-man football.
From when, like 20 years ago?
Well, yeah.
They haven't had a great one for 23 years at least.
You know, they still give me guffer on the school about being a fan. And one of our teachers, Jim Greenley, says to me, he's the one that gives me the most. I went up to him this morning and said, we won Saturday.
And it wasn't very fun.
We didn't, because it got rained out.
That is an NP guy. I don't be a little
the frost is coming.
That's funny.
Oh, this time we have no star in the net. Number 5, the Danielle Hagler is in the net.
There's a net there again, though.
That happens occasionally. She was coming down off a block attempt and she hits her arms on the net. Short serve dug nicely by Reiser, but not quite saved.
Edinburgh starts off 2-0 this time. They're on the fast start.
Nice serve to Halverson. Wagner now to Hagler. There it's over. Oh, I called it. Little early.
Good dig.
That one's tipped at the net and misplay by number 6. So Heister gets the kill there.
The Bearcats on the board.
Jasmine and Madison Peters have the hardest serves. It's a knuckleball and it just kind of moves on.
Yeah, I think Madison Peters is a regular in the starting lineup.
Normally, yes.
Obviously a different look, but not always a bad thing if you have an injury, as long as they come back at the end of the year, get some playing time and get used to it in case something does happen at the end of the year and you need them.
Exactly. Yeah. That way, if something happens at the end of the year, you're prepared for it.
Yep. They're not in a situation where it's a complete shock if they get in the game.
Hagler, clear it up dug nicely. Oh, there's a little tip by number 6 over into the corner.
Yeah, that was one of those kind of miss it ones, I think, that we were talking about. It's worked out very well. Nice spot.
But it gave him the momentum, so here we go. Let's see what happens. Wagner back to Hagler. That's tipped across. And misplayed by number 7 in the back row.
Football practice wants to finish up. They have a student section back there. We didn't comment on that earlier. There was only about 2 kids here, but I forgot they had football late today. I think the junior high had a game. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they won or lost.
I don't know. Big ace, chucka-lucka-lucka.
Football team has a big game on Friday. Yeah, interesting proceeding. Just looking at the region, I'd say that'd probably be a big one to try to get a home playoff game. If we were winning that, I'd say we got a pretty good shot at it. But
that's right.
And it'll be a different opponent than they played the first 2 games.
Oh, yeah. Very much so. Whoever side out was a service at the net. Hagler back to serve now. And she serves an ace. From the back row. And there's a kill. See, I didn't get excited about that one. You got the kill. I got excited about the other one. They dug it up. That's just the way my day's been going today.
Just another Monday, like Tuesday.
I think it's been Monday for the last week and a half.
They gotta love for it.
Gotta love them. That's a nice dig again. And Heisey with a good run. But it goes into the net and finds the ground. That's got to be the hardest hit in the world to dig it out of the net.
Yeah, and something that's incredible, like watching Sarah playing some of their college games. It was incredible to watch some of those teams play and their defense and get it out of the net and then score on it. It was just so, isn't that amazing? Unbelievable.
And there was a good block by Murdoch.
Remember, Lucky's got her wrist taped up there, and she's playing setter, so I don't know if that's a setting technique or if she's got a sore wrist or what's going on, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
So the Titans have tied this one up again.
We'll see who goes on the run now. That was a good serve to Heisler. Alderson tips it across. Oh, dug nicely by Nononoff. Wagner with the set back to Alderson. That finds the corner for the kill. That was a very nice shot there. And that was going there. You can do that consistently. You're going to be tough to stop for sure over the blocker. Good dig there. It's over the net though. Oh, blocked by Riser. Riser up to Alderson. I wasn't sure who was going to take that. I don't know if they were either. Alderson again. Oh, that's partially blocked again, but a killer. I think Alderson got a piece. Another one of those miss-hits, I think, that ended up working in the favor of the Bearcats this time. Yeah. Ended off the side and went off the blocker and in for a point. And sometimes it looks like it hits the net and rolls along. Yeah, no, that was definitely. Oh, good move there by Wagner. Oh. That was one of those where you can't really get two hands and put the one hand out there. This desperation. Yeah, ended up being just a heck of a player if we could have capitalized. Heisler slaps the ball into the net, then gets angry and slaps it to the ground. So she wasn't happy after that one. She knew she must hit that one. I like that. A little frustration after. I mean, show some emotion out there. I like that. Cared that she exactly got the point. Never hurt anybody. Competitiveness. Oh, that's a hit. So how many sets can you play in a night? Is there a set number that you can play? Or 5 sets a night. 5 sets out of 5. For like one player, I mean, excuse me. Oh. Like, so there's a limit, but I don't know what it is. I was wondering, because she played D-Squad, so I was wondering how many games she would play and how many she could play. Yeah, I don't know what the set limit is. But I know there was a limit. But now, like in the B-Squad, she played 1 set, I think. Oh, she only played 1 set, so I think. So I wonder if it's 6 sets then, or maybe, I don't know. I'm curious to look that up. We'll get our tech guy on that right away. 4? Are you just throwing a number out there? So now the Bearcats are struggling a little bit, I think. They're I don't know. I think the key to the Bearcats is going to be a little bit more consistency, I think. I think just from the past years we've seen them play, and from what it sounds like in the tournament and rugby, it's just going to be that consistent factor where they can look so good at times, and then they can look like really bad sometimes. Look like they haven't played in a while sometimes. And that'll be the key by the end of the year if they can figure that out, which it is still early in the year, so. Exactly, yeah, and that's all right. I mean, it's okay to play against the rugby of this team. Yep. And have a bad night, and that was out. Thank goodness Riser missed that. Well, Bearcats, I mean, they're fairly young. I mean, only 3 seniors. True. They had a good mix of young and old on their team, so. Good save. And that's back across. I don't know. I think I would try and keep the ball away from their libero. Everything. And they're good passes too. Good cover there by a Nyhagen. A little hard. Well, a little high on the ball, not hard. No such thing as too hard in volleyball when you're trying to kill. I kind of got set up. I think they were scrambling around a little bit and tried to maybe hit. Tried to get a little too aggressive, but that's not a bad thing.
Just 4 hits. That one wasn't blocked at all.
I didn't think it was, but you never know. Sometimes it's tough to see.
You know what's kind of fun is who I'm going to go back to when Sarah played, if I can. When she played, I was up there and I would just get so excited about what she tried to kill, because she hit it so hard. And I don't think I've seen anybody hit it that hard since. Danielle's getting closer, but not as hard.
It's a very good high school volleyball player. Well, she's just a very good athlete in general.
Yeah.
But I might be a little biased. A little.
Good save there. Good save. Free ball deep, that's good. And a good block by Hager. Danielle gets up on the net very well. And her hands, if you watch her hands, are over the net easily.
Yes. Her arms are so long. She's so long and lanky.
Good shot. And a block by Hagler. So then they come back. Now they're coming back again.
You know, they were up 14, I think it was 10. We'll see what happens. Last time it was 13 to 12 and won 14-45, but
oh, and that was a good kill by number 7.
almost got Leo over there in the doorway.
Say one thing, it's been a while since I've seen a front row for Candy as short as some of these front row players are.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of height. I mean, where do we go? Danielle, 5'8"?
Yeah. But you're looking right now, Gracie out there at 5'3" in the front row.
Oh yeah, right now. Kayla, 5'7" is listed.
There's a short serve again. That hurts us once in a while. Miller circles backwards a little bit.
Bearcats are going to have to really buckle down here.
And you can see it in the faces. Good time out here, I think, by the coach.
I was just going to say, I think it's time to time out and relax a little bit.
Excellent time out there.
I got to tell you a story today. We're at PV Girls basketball.
Yes.
We were working on our shot just because I know we didn't shoot very well. And, we've been working on some other stuff. So finally we got to the shot in the form, and I had one little girl that was shooting it left-handed, and then all of a sudden the next one she'd shoot it right-handed, then the next one left, next one right. I finally looked at her like, are you lefty or righty? And she goes, I shoot it with both. I shoot it with left and right. And sometimes if I can't get it there, I shoot it with both hands. I was cracked up and just...
Nice to know she's a switch shooter.
So no, she has to shoot with both. I was like, well, at least you're honest. Got a good chuck out of that one.
Was that a 4th grader?
5th grader.
Oh, I got maybe 4th grade. It sounds like one of my kids. Oh, that sounds like Annabelle.
You hit it on the head right there. So I think she's in the crowd tonight too.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she made me laugh pretty good there. And then she just smiles after it.
Oh yeah. Ask her sometime if she wants to play. Because her answer is no. Wagner with the serve down 16-8, and it's an ace.
Good comeback out of the timeout here. Much needed points.
That was my little friend last year in the 4th grade. Oh, and we have rotation issue. Oh, yep, we have a rotation problem. I've seen a lot more of that this year too.
Have you?
Yeah.
I have no idea how a ref can pay attention to all that to know that somebody is standing in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I don't get that part either.
That happened a lot that when we won the state tournament, the opposing team got called for that quite a few times, more than just the championship game too.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, that's a tough way to lose a point if you don't even get a chance to try to get it.
Yeah.
Well, that one was out of bounds, so Wagner goes back to serve. I see it carry. That was lift. That was a good call. That was. It was a little high for it, you know. Been close to the line. It would have been interesting to see if that would have made it out its way out of bounds or not. Rising this time. See Sept's over there. What? Hagler. Yeah. I think so. You didn't see it come off like that with that spin, and that's okay. We'll take the point anyway. We can get it regardless, yeah. You'll have to explain to me sometime the advantage of a jump serve. Because I don't know what skill okay.
Just get more power, don't you?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, when you... Oh, what do we have here? I think they gave us an ace on that. The referee had called for the serve. I think the coach talked to this one. This outside ref. I don't know, weird. That was really strange because they let the ball just fall. And we got the point. Well, I don't know, I think a jump serve, I mean, luckily in the college game, just going to watch some of those games, they do it to get more of the downward spin on the ball to make it go, okay, because it's going down at that angle instead of at a different angle. I think in the high school they try to do it, and I don't know if I've ever seen a good jump serve in high school, to be honest. I haven't either. I think they just kind of do it just to say they can do it. I don't quite understand it, but
you know, a couple of years ago I was down at Central Cass doing games, sitting down there. Almost everybody did jump serves.
Did they? Were they good or?
Well, looked good to me. I don't know if I don't know enough to know if they were more effective than just a regular serve, but I mean, it seemed like all the teams, well, when we played Hankinson at the state, every one of their servers did jump serves.
Yeah. It's something that I agree with Jake. I think you get that downward spin and it goes down then faster, kind of like a sinker or something. Yeah. But I wonder if that's just down in Region 1 then over that thing. That's what they're teaching in that area right away. And
we've got very good volleyball down there.
I believe that.
I mean,
well, I think we have very good volleyball right over here in Cardinal country. Yeah, down there it just seems like the teams might be a few more teams that are competitive in where I feel like a lot of times in our region, not every time. There'll be some decent competition again this year, but probably just, I mean, Langdon and us and trying to think who else would be really up there in the region. Yeah, I don't know after that. New Rockford maybe? Maybe, yeah. They seem to have a decent athletes. They just seem to have athletes all the time. The Bearcats take the second one, 25-19. And we're headed to number 3. Down 18-15 they were in that set. Right.
I'm just going to stick something up here to test something out.
You go right ahead. By the way, you have great graphics, I understand. And the last thing I needed was this cookie, by the way. But it sure is good.
You don't have to eat it.
It was in front of me. I can't. I'm going to take it to school tomorrow. Brad Murray just texted me and said, boy, the camera loves me. I told him he was more of a face for radio.
I'd like to thank you for that comment because a lot of people mix Brad and I up. Two bald guys walking down the street, they can't tell the difference.
Twins. Twins. I wonder if the Cubs are winning today.
That's a good one to check on right there. You have to get Olivia's phone. I think she has an app that has the games actually.
Yeah, they're playing Brewers today. They need to get a couple win one at least out of the series to stay up on it.
You know, I was mentioning how good the picture looked at home with the 1080p, but I think that's causing the jerkiness in my instant replays. I'm getting a lot of drop frames when I do an instant replay, so we might have to go back down to 720p. Either that or the school buy a new computer that can handle this.
I think the ladder's ready to go.
I don't know. It's 1080p, 720p. I don't understand computer jargon. I graduated in 1972. We had a typewriter, and that was about it. And that was a manual. We had manuals. So here we go, the start of the third set.
They even have those anymore?
No.
They don't even have electric typewriters anymore.
But antique shops,
I think the First State Bank has one. They did. Actually, I remember seeing it when I was little.
Oh, she tripped. That looked like it hurt.
She cut off fast.
Yeah? It was a little tender ankle, I think.
It's usually an ankle when you see something like that. Just kind of twisted it. Hopefully she's all right.
I think she's moving just fine. That's a deep kill.
That was a nice shot.
Yep.
No, I've been impressed with Great Northern, but they haven't won a set yet, but they've been scrappy and they're playing well, and I think
They've had some really good plays like this last one. That was a really good block.
They kind of look a lot like us, where they play decent for a little stretch, and then all of a sudden just forget where they're going, or some mistake will happen, and yeah, I've been impressed with them. They played well.
Oh, you guys remember the scores from the first two games?
25-14 and 25-19.
That's why we have the young guy in here.
Can't forget the score. It's important.
I'm too busy eating my cookie.
I was wondering why you got so quiet over there.
And this time, Danielle was in the net that time too. Back to Hollisan. Miller. Nyhagen partially blocked, but that's still. Alexa's really struggling with her name. Nyhagen. I think she's been called everything except riser. Oh, there's miscommunication. We'll take the ace. Wagner again. Partially blocked at the net. Hager with the set attempt. Hager this time again blocked nicely at the net. Not that time though. See, there was a case of She didn't like getting blocked, so she got mad and said, "You're not going to get this one."
I feel like, yeah, not very often, just from coming last year to a few games, then it doesn't get blocked a whole lot by one blocker usually, so she's done a very good job where she's gotten it twice now, or 3 times even.
And she's learning. And I believe with coaching, I think she's learning now that when there's a double blocker that she's going to tip it over to the side.
Yeah.
That's what she was doing against rugby over in Bonnet.
Yeah, which you'll see more. I like to think she'd probably see that a little bit more this year. Yeah. Especially from the teams in the region where they started scouting a little bit.
There's a good set spot. There's an ace.
I wonder what the situation is with Maddie Peters, how long she's out for and how long.
I didn't hear that today. I didn't hear that at all. Just that it was her back that was her problem.
I never know what back, what happened. Kind of a goofy look.
Yeah.
Kind of a goofy looking side there. Kind of looked like double hit it a little bit. But
this set, I think, I'm not really sure who she was setting there. I couldn't read that, and I don't think they could either.
that's why I landed over here by
Exactly.
the coach.
That's right.
At least you haven't had the ball come up and hit us yet. That's a good sign.
Oh, there's a double. So now I thought that was a lift when the ball spun backwards.
Yeah. It gets the rotation that a basketball should have. It should be a lift, I think, right?
Yeah. That was a nice set. Oh, but a little long. It was out. Called by Wendy Pintock. Excellent eyes over there. Wendy Pintock is on that right there. Yeah, but
doesn't mean she's watching, does it?
No.
Just kidding.
But you know what? There's been some line judges in other places. I swear to God, they were so good. Good hustle by both teams this time. And, oh, look at that. Good try.
Good hustle. That was there for sure.
Kritz went a long way for that ball. And we have a rotation problem again for Divide. Boy, I'm in the western part of the state now.
You're way out with that.
It's not DVE, it's DVE. No, I can't read that computer screen right in front of my face here. I'm going to read one all day. That's out of bounds. Hits the net.
It's an easy call.
That one's out of bounds. We're on a big roll now, 14-5.
Not kind of taking it to him this game.
Now Hagen has served really well this game, or just tonight. Yeah, this game. She served very well every time she's gone back to serve. Set by Wagner to Halverson. Oh, it blocked? Whoa, that was a good block. Flipped across this time. I say we'll try. And that's partially blocked but saved. Oh, and there's a nice tip into the corner.
Yep, they have the defense. The defense is set up and ready for their block, and it ended up being a nice little set.
Yeah.
That was a smart play by her. Saw it up and go ahead and have a second it.
And nobody down in that corner.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that if you're the Bearcats. It was just a nice play.
You can just go get the ball when it goes out. That serves long and out of bounds. So Gracie Miller back into the game for Alexis Wagner. Reiser gets it across the net. I didn't think it was going. All of a sudden, she spikes it into the net though. Hardest serve to return is when it hits the net and dribbles over.
Yes, it is. And the most frustrating is the opponent.
I would imagine. Thank goodness I don't play this game.
Frustrating as a fan.
Oh, that was a good serve.
Really good serve. Perfect.
Oh, and there's a good hit. We'll take that one. Got a big smile out of Danielle for that one.
Number 7 jumps really well.
Yes, she does.
I'm impressed with the way she's...
That's long. Going over 2 blockers again.
Yep.
Well, that was a good placement.
Right over the block, tip. Reaching and just can't quite get to as a defender.
Yeah. Wow, this Stegman is only a sophomore yet.
There she is.
Karen Hammer into the game for the first time tonight.
We got quite a few seniors.
Yeah, they really do.
They have a lot of girls out there. I've always wondered why so many girls go up for volleyball, but then you always see the number for basketball way down for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody thinks they can play volleyball.
Is that the rule? Are you going out to run in volleyball? Is that what it is?
Oh! That was a good kill.
Yeah, I knew that. I mean, look at both teams here. They have over... I think Edinburgh has almost 30, it looks like, on their roster here. Unless some of them are the same. The Bearcats have about 23.
Oh, that was a nice dig by Hagler after the block. Good. Good one, Gracie. Very good volley going here. A lot of people hustling on the floor. There's a slam. And Garrett Hamry with the kill. We just about got that one. Oh, I should have reached over and grabbed it.
It was.
I'd probably missed it.
I got you. Beautiful.
If any ball heads toward that monitor or this camera, I'm ducking. No. You sacrifice yourself for the
I don't think
cast.
Oh, that was a good hit.
Nice shot.
That's the first kill in the night for Olivia Reiser.
We need a timeout here so we can put something up on the screen.
Want me to call it or
Just wait, I'll text the coach.
The Bearcats have played well this game.
Excellent. No, 21-9, yeah. 22-9, excuse me.
I mean, the last 2 games you had those little lulls. In this game they've just kind of been pretty consistent for the most part, and that's what they need to figure out going down the stretch here, the consistency type.
Oh, that was in. Looked like it was going out. I thought Aaron made a good choice. Let it go.
We'll squeeze this request in here.
Okay.
If you're watching, please subscribe to the YouTube Bearcat Volleyball channel so we can get our own URL here to make it easier to find our channel.
All right. There
mounting a comeback, 22-11. Myrtle's really had a nice game tonight.
She really has, yeah.
That's some good players.
I think DVE is doing very nicely tonight.
Yeah. I would say we're probably top 3 for sure in our region, I would think, and they played very well with us. I don't know what Region 2 has over there for volleyball, but you know that, Mr. Peterson? The Region 2 also?
I just saw that Grafton beat these guys 3 games to 2. You would think Grafton would be a pretty tough team, you would think.
I watched them last year at the Double Lake tournament, though. They were young, so maybe they were, I don't know, overly impressed with them, but
Grafton?
yeah. One of the few games I made it back for last year. Oh, that was a good dig out of the net. Oh, Alderson got that one. That's a tough one. And the pass is going to go to Hammer. She gets it over. Cubs just played that one a little bit off. And, all right, so 1 more point. Hammer back to center. Match point. Sept goes ahead, in the back row, and that's good for a kill. So the Bearcats go 3-0 against DVE, although DVE played a excellent game. Bearcats came out on top. The first 2 games were kind of back and forth, and the Bearcats seemed to find their way at the end. In this game, the Bearcats kind of just came out, and like I said, there was no goals really, and they kind of just took it to them. Which is good to see going into.
Absolutely.
Now they got to wait another week to play again, I think.
Yep. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Okay, so I won't be here, so hopefully everything will work. Next Tuesday is Microsoft Patch Tuesday, which means the computer might download and update to Windows 10 and restart automatically without you noticing it. And everything gets wiped out. So
all on your shoulders, Tammy.
So if you 2 guys can come back, that would be great. And
I don't know if I dare work with this guy. He knows a lot.
Yeah, right. If possible, maybe get Daniel Grandy up here too, and then maybe Tammy could run the computer and Daniel run the camera or something.
I don't know what our schedule is for girls basketball. I don't know if we have a game on Tuesday or not. We might be gone. I can't remember what it is. I'll let you know. I'll email you and let you know for sure. I can check tomorrow.
Maybe Jesse Holt could come up with something.
Yeah, talk to somebody that thinks he knows something.
Well, there we go. Get Brad back. Okay, I think we'll shut down here.
All right. Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks, everybody.